Go.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologise for the drop in stream. We're back here, and we've only just managed to miss the overtime score, which was out of Abyss's way, and I got it in, I'm not sure in terms, but I believe our man joining us right now, Jay Coffey, had the scoop on the overtime final goal.
So the overtime lasted for about 45 seconds by Zero in stream. What ended up happening is there was another 50-50 congestion out the front of Corvidae's goals, and Express, I believe it was, jumped up very quickly and just dunked it in the net, and nobody was there to save the ball.
Well, that's a great description of it. We're going to get back into this here. Game number 2. It is a best of 7, and indeed it's fantastic to really see both teams equal to the occasion. It is a single elimination bracket today, so there is none of this one game off or a second grand final. It's all on the best of 7, all on the line for the Blazers at the moment. Corvidae on the back foot, so a bit of work for them to do. Days who off the wall, Days down, following it down. He's going to get up just for the touch redirection off the backboard. Floats it past one defender. Big shot coming from Siki. The crossbar denies him. Comes across Days to counter the counter play. I don't think I'd say that. But it doesn't. Abyss now with the chance. Express the dribbles. Oh my goodness. Crossbar saves it again. Crossbar having a field day at the moment for both teams.
That was just very unfortunate. The opportunity before from Corvidae, Dazu wasn't able to get there in time because he was still getting boost. But as we say this, Abyss Express just slots it in the goal from the left half of the field. What a powerful shot. And unfortunately, Dazu, he whiffed the ball, and that's cost him.
I talked early in the series of the games for today for the ESL Go4, and it was all about the teams not making the first touches and connections to the ball. That was really a worrying sign for any teams going through forward. Got to make the connections. You got to clear and give yourself the best opportunity possible. Otherwise, you'll get punished by the players like Express and Sirix that are just dominate on goals. But here's a chance for Siki to return the favour, serve, and uses the corner to perfection. Have a look at this. Gets up, Daisu, good contest against Adzi. And Siki, Days, take your pick. Whoever wants it, they can get it. Express not there in time. 1-1 scoreline. Interesting, Jay Coffey, how both teams are playing right now.
Oh, indeed. It's right now, I think this game has been dictated by mistakes. That last goal, not so much as a mistake. However, Corvidae are showing a little bit less structure. You have the two people going for the ball just then, which luckily for them did work out, because if it didn't, that was going straight back into their net. As for the first goal, you know, you got Dazu who whiffed that ball, unfortunately, and at this tier of gameplay, you don't want to make any mistakes because it could be punished so easily, as Bizer was just saying.
Ball's down in the center. Days looking to control. Lets it go. Siki and Dazu trying to sort it out defense style. And they eventually clear the ball, but to the bonnet of Express, he does get it down forward, but gets met back out. Abyss just holding up for now. Defensive line, watching Corvidae. Look at that, he just watched all 3 defenders decide who was going for it. And all of them out! Oh my goodness, Sirix gets caught up on the run side. Express up! Looking for it, straight around. Days! Well, I don't know, Days. Like, you're meant to do something instead of just let them hit it off you. Back down, Express bang, turtles it in.
I'd have to say though, Bizer, Days was in a pretty sticky predicament. I am going to go ahead and say he might have had no boost there. However, Siki was to the side. He could have just as easily come across and saved it, but he thought Days had it. So I'm thinking maybe just a little bit of miscommunication between the Corvidae players, and I think that's just cost him again.
Look, I think Days just needs to flip the car. I've seen it so many times that you're on the line, just flip the car. It gives you a little bit of momentum, pinches the ball out. Instead, it came back down to the drop of a turtle. Which no one predicts, man. No one predicts the turtle in the game. But
the drop turtle. Now replacing the drop bear.
Yeah, drop slam dunk turtle. The man coming out of that. That's going forward at the moment. Corvidae looking to try and get themselves back into the equalizer states. Days now pinches the ball up, gets the second touch, beats Express to it. Interesting by Daisu, just hits it back over the top, denies Adzi of any touch of the ball. Sirix up early, defensive save. Uses the boost to great control. It's back down the defensive line for Corvidae. Siki and Days working together to help it forward. Sirix up, holds the momentum. Over the top of the goal, Daisu with a bit of work. Great shot, I've got to say, from Sirix. This has really put Daisu under pressure. And now it's working back around, waiting for it. Days pops it back out. Daisu reading it well, on chance. Too quick for Siki. Straight back over the top, open goals. This is going to be the crossbar that denies. And it doesn't come back out, goes straight up. You cannot predict that, Jay Coffey. Very unlucky there.
Unfortunately for Corvidae, it bounced straight back up. Pardon me, unfortunately for Abyss and fortunate for Corvidae. I really like what Abyss is doing right now. Oh, my lord. I always get caught by a goal halfway through a sentence, but as I was talking about Abyss doing something good, Siki with a nice wall hit. Unfortunately, Cyrix couldn't get up in time, and I don't think Cyrix had the boost to actually correct himself to save the goal, and unfortunately, that has also cost them the goal. So now putting in the equalizer 2-2.
Ultimate in the middle. Sirix doing a bit of work. Days gets in front. Works his ball down. Daisu's doing bog laps in the corner. Has to work himself into a defensive side. Back down. Express Adzi. Adzi can't control too much speed from Express, and you know when he connects with the ball, it goes quickly. It's back over the top, open goal. Adzi swung around. Good defense from Abyss. Using the rotations they need to. Let's get played back up by Days in the defensive sector. Interesting. Could almost set Abyss, could have set Abyss up into a scoring position. Now a chance. Express down the line, down 10-second countdown. 0 hero goal, maybe. Let's see how it happens. Sirix looking for it. Gets cleared back out, pinched to the corner. Corvidae will let this sit, and overtime we go. I don't know who's going to get it.
It's very hard to call. This is the second overtime already in the series. I'm going to go ahead and say that I don't think this will be the last one either, as these two teams are very even right now.
Chance for Sirix working the ball past the defender. Hits Days out of position, but the defense here, Adzi's going to have to commit early. He's not able to swing back to the goal. Does get the ball moved out to the side. Chance for Express. And Sirix looking for it. Oh my goodness. Open side. The corner of the crossbar denies Sirix. I'm seeing that play happen a bit today with the crossbar. Hoping it's not going to be lingering forever as a chance for Corvidae to get back at this. Sirix on the line. Holds it and just nulls the ball out to the corner. Works it now. Forward line pressure is the key for Abyss. Express coming around from the second man in the play. He's going to work this off the wall, waiting for Adzi should finish, and he doesn't. Denied, and the ball comes back out. Now Sirix holds it up, but this should be a time to reset for Abyss. I'll let Corvidae do their play as they do have it up. Siki with a chance. Waiting for it. Sirix popped off Express bonnet up high. Adzi looking just to redirect the touch, but it's not a great one. Days doing the same thing, pops it down. Siki charging up the ball, can't hit it the process. It will drop. Days now up high. Backboard play. Siki not there. Days who gets shut out of the way, and there's an open goal. It's going to be a little bit wide. Express popping around almost. Abyss looking to capitalise. A minute and 33 seconds already down in this overtime. This is crazy right now, Jay Coffey.
Now, you got to feel bad for Abyss because that's a third opportunity. That's hit either the goalpost or the crossbar. Now, Corvidae, although they're putting the pressure, Abyss have had so many close opportunities. And now, Corvidae on the attack, although overextending, Siki being the last defender. Abyss are on the attack.
Oh!
And there it goes. Unfortunately for Corvidae, they all just overextended at the wrong time. And Abyss, they were ready for it. They punished Siki. They punished Corvidae. And there you go. They take game 2.
Sirix and Adzi working out a little tricky play that Corvidae were never going to be able to read that. And there is the game done and dusted. Well, you didn't see that coming. 3-2 scoreline. And at the moment, Abyss taking a 2-0 in the series thus far. An amazing play, and just having a look at the shots and goals. Siki absolutely dominating for Corvidae, just not able to get the goals over the line.
You know, I have to say, I'm seeing Abyss adapt to Corvidae's very high pressure play style. You're going to notice it yourself. Maybe you already have after I mentioned this, but you're going to see Abyss sitting back in their half whenever Corvidae have possession. Now, normally, and this is from versing Abyss myself a few times, they're pretty, they cut you off midfield. They're like midfield control. But what I've seen that game in particular is that Abyss have been waiting for Corvidae to make their play, and they just adjust off it on their side of the half and wait for them to overextend, as you saw in overtime.
We're going to wait for the teams to try and set this up. Apparently, Adzi's going to set that. It's got something going on, but they're back now, so we're going to reset and go into this third match. Well, a good start by Abyss Esports. There's only 2 more games to be done. Maybe they can take it out in a 4 series wipe. That would be interesting to see, but I don't think that's going to happen. The way Corvidae have been playing throughout today's series for ESL has been amazing, and I do think Daisy Days and Ziki have what it takes to beat the top team. They have been playing a astounding Rocket League for the last couple of weeks. Maybe today is the day they get a little bit of a wake-up call, or they really set a challenge to the scene. That's what we're going to put out there. The question is can they get themselves into this game? It has to be here, otherwise it's a complete comeback train if they do get there. And that's going to be tough, Jake Coffey.
I really hope for Corvidae's sake that they at least make this a close game, because they have worked very hard to get where they are today. They're not in the honeymoon period anymore, but they still are a relatively new team, especially for a team that's already top 4 in OCE. But, oh no, Days unfortunately didn't quite get there in time. It was a very, very awkward save for him. Maybe Dazu could have helped Days. Dazu could have helped Days as he was sitting in net, but Days tried to take up for the challenge, but didn't quite get there in time. And credit where it's due, that long shot was something. Bizer.
Yeah, from downtown indeed, and you've got to give that as it is. 45 seconds down off this third game thus far, and Abyss looking to control the play again. Sirik's back out, holds it up for now. Days looking to work the offensive pressure. Sirik's up, just wants a touch. Does affect the misplay there. Back up, Dace holds it up for his team to get the rotations. Dangerous redirection back into play, and Express takes opportunity. You do something dangerous, son, and the man that is such a god at this game, Express, will come across and dominate you.
Man, I almost feel like Days was kind of serving that on a dinner platter for Express, because Express was merely just flipping to the ball, and unfortunately Days had put it exactly where it's flipping, so... Oh my gosh! Abyss! Just bringing it on ground level. Don't even worry about what I was saying before about Abyss thriving in the air. They are currently thriving on the ground right now as Cyrex, off the kickoff, dribbles it into the goal.
If you ever want a one-on-ones player, Cyrex is your man right there and there. He didn't use the boost from the get-go off the goal line, followed up so well and completely dominated that play. Fantastic work. And Abyss all of a sudden just confirming that, hey, there's no easy challenge here for Corvidae. They're going to have to work hard for this. Still, plenty of time. 3 goals is not any hard thing for any big team currently in the scene, but it's all about cracking the defensive pressure here from Abyss, and they seem to be very strong at the moment. Ball's redirected back by Days, down. Daisu helps it forward. Ball's lingering now in the corner. Drops dead.